Greatness is always built on the ability to appear, speak, and act as the most common man. How to seek the way which leads to our wishes? By renouncing our wishes. The crown of excellence is renunciation. Now is the time to understand that all your ideas of right and wrong were just a child's training wheels to be laid aside when you finally live with veracity and love. Laugh, because that is the purest sound. Love is simply creation's greatest joy. Run, my dear, from anything that may not strengthen your precious budding wings. Run like hell, my dear, from anyone likely to put a sharp knife into the sacred, tender vision of your beautiful heart. Remember, for just 1 minute of the day, it would be best to try looking upon yourself more as God does, for she knows your true royal nature. I am in love with every church and mosque and temple and any kind of shrine, because I know it is there that people say the different names of one God. Fear is the cheapest room in the house. I would like to see you living in better conditions. Let tenderness pour from your eyes, the way sun gazes warmly on earth. All these words are just a front. What I would really like to do is chain you to my body, then sing for days and days and days. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with a love like that. It lights up the whole sky. Listen, this world is the lunatic sphere. Don't always agree it's real. Even with my feet upon it and the postman knowing my door, my address is somewhere else. There is an ambush everywhere from the army of accidents. Therefore, the rider of life runs with loosened reins. Only heart to heart can speak the bliss of mystic knowers. Oh, you who are trying to learn the marvel of love through the copybook of reason, I'm very much afraid that you will never really see the point. Now is the time to know that all that you do is sacred. Now is the time for you to deeply compute the impossibility that there is anything but grace. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. Learn to recognize the counterfeit coins that may buy you just a moment of pleasure, but then drag you for days like a broken man behind a farting camel. All your wounds from craving love exist because of heroic deeds. What do sad people have in common? It seems they have all built a shrine to the past and often go there and do a strange wail and worship. What is the beginning of happiness? It is to stop being so religious like that. There is no pleasure without a tincture of bitterness. Be kind to your sleeping heart. Take it out into the vast fields of light and let it breathe. The heart is a 1,000-stringed instrument that can only be tuned with love. You yourself are your own obstacle. Rise above yourself. Carry your heart through this world like a life-giving sun. Light will someday split you open. Let's get loose with compassion. Let's drown in the delicious ambience of love. Your heart and my heart are very, very old friends. True art awakens the extraordinary ovation. Plant a seed so your heart will grow. The world is a bride of surpassing beauty, but remember that this maiden is never bound to anyone. Time is a factory where everyone slaves away, earning enough love to break their own chains. Love sometimes gets tired of speaking sweetly and wants to rip to shreds all your erroneous notions of the truth that make you fight within yourself, dear one, and with others, causing the world to weep on too many fine days. The beloved sometimes wants to do us a great favor, hold us upside down, and shake all the nonsense out. Speak but little, and that little only when thy own purposes require it. Heaven has given thee 2 ears, but only 1 tongue, which means listen to 2 things, but be not the first to propose one. There is a madman inside of you who is always running for office. Everyone, whether he is self-denying or self-indulgent, is seeking after the beloved. Every place may be the shrine of love, whether it be mosque or synagogue. The sun will stand as your best man and whistle when you have found the courage to marry forgiveness, when you have found the courage to marry love. What is this precious love and laughter budding in our hearts? It is the glorious sound of a soul waking up. An awake heart is like a sky that pours light. Now that all your worry has proved such an unlucrative business, why not find a better job? What we speak becomes the house we live in. We have come into this exquisite world to experience ever and ever more deeply our divine courage, freedom, and light. It is not easy to stop thinking ill of others. Usually one must enter into a friendship with a person who has accomplished that great feat himself. Then something might start to rub off on you of that true elegance. Now is the time to know that all that you do is sacred. I am happy even before I have a reason. When no one is looking, I swallow deserts and clouds and chew on mountains, knowing they are sweet bones. When no one is looking, I want to kiss God. I just lift my own hand to my mouth. For I have learned that every heart will get what it prays for most. Every desire of your body is holy. Start seeing everything as God, but keep it a secret. For a day, just for one day, talk about that which disturbs no one and bring some peace into those beautiful eyes. People say that the soul, on hearing the song of creation, entered the body, but in reality, the soul itself was the song. God disguised as myriad things, and playing a game of tag has kissed you and said, "You're it. I mean, you're really it." Now it does not matter what you believe or feel, for something wonderful, something major league wonderful, is someday going to happen. Happiness is right in front of you.